Hey guys, if you haven't tuned into the Patreon podcast yet, the link is in the description. If you don't tune into it, I'm going to send the Sasquatches to your house. It's up to you. Mountain.
Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gland Bodybuilding. Mountain. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about supersets or giant sets or different types of variations of that. And somebody just asked me in the comments whether I ever do them. Now, if you go back into my laundry list of videos, I've got around 1,000 videos now. So if you guys peruse through them, you're going to find a lot of gems in there showing a lot of my workouts or different things that I've done. So there's a lot of repeat videos, let's put it this way, on the same subjects and stuff. So you will see that I talk about supersets and giant sets quite a bit. But today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, one giant set that I just did today, just for fun, for triceps. Now, you could call it a pre-exhaustion set, really. I mean, it's like a giant set because there's two or more exercises back to back is classified as a giant set. And really what this was a pre-exhaust set. So what I started with was incline skull crushers with 30-pound dumbbells. And I do as many reps as I can do with that weight. And then what I did is I went to the squat rack and did close grip shoulder press. Now, somebody else talked about this in the comments a little while ago, talked about standing shoulder press for close grip. I did a video on this again about 3 or 4 years ago as well. But basically what I do is just lightweight in the standing shoulder press, just 95 pounds, but just close grip after doing the skull crushers. And then I can get a different burn or a deeper burn, or let's just say a deeper activation of the mind muscle connection, as well as some deeper fatigue in the tricep. Now, of course, you're using different heads of the tricep. You're using different percentages of parts of the tricep, pertaining to 3. So there's 3 different heads. But at the same time, if you do pre-exhaust the tricep with some sort of isolation and then move into a compound, it's pretty much common knowledge that that could be a way to take that muscle into a deeper level of failure. Now, the other reason why you might want to do this is not just for failure reasons, but also for awareness reasons. It's like you can penetrate deeper into the muscle. It's kind of like double penetrate. Let's just say it's deeper connection to the muscle, right? Let's just forget I just said that. So anyway, you're penetrating deeper into the muscle so that way you can connect with it in a deeper way and then learn through experience what is activating that muscle belly more effectively or not. Because once you turn on the circuits in the brain and in the muscle, like the motor neurons in the muscle, what happens is that you'll start to become very aware of when you're contracting and relaxing that muscle and when you're not. And therefore, you could start to develop strategies based on sensory perception of what will take that muscle to a deeper level of failure. Now, with my dislocating shoulder and stuff like that, I've had to, establish almost like wizard-like powers. It's almost wizard powers to be able to activate certain muscles, because once the labrum tore and the shoulder moves around, it became a total different ball game for me to activate certain muscle groups. And I'm still experimenting all the time to this day. But there's no doubt that if you deepen your connection, your muscle will teach you what is the appropriate tension or what is the appropriate angle and so forth. And you won't spend so much time arguing in the comments about what is the perfect exercise, because you'll start to realize that it's always dependent on what your experience is in that moment, right? So giant sets, because you're hitting the muscle from different angles, it does have a tendency to activate fatigue. So say if you use any one of these exercises and you do 3 or 4 straight sets right to failure, you might not necessarily activate the muscle into that deep level of awareness like I'm talking about, or that deep level of failure. But by hitting different angles, 2 or 3 different exercises and doing that giant set, it might turn the lights on in the brain of what muscle is actually the commonality between these 3 exercises, and therefore it deepens your connection to that specific muscle. So yeah, try giant sets. But the other thing I want to say though, is that doing strip sets or giant sets, like once you do one exercise, then another exercise, then another exercise, and maybe another exercise, like say 4 exercises back to back with no rest, you have to admit that you're getting into more endurance training now. So doing that here and there is okay, but if you do it all the time exclusively and you don't work on the strength side of things, you may find that you are not activating the muscle effectively, or not the most efficiently anyway, because you do want to hit those strength fibers from time to time too, right? So right now, about 70% of the time, my workouts are around lighter weight or easy workouts, but super high frequency, but I still hit a bit heavier weight, at least, once or twice a week. And I pick certain compound exercise to do this in, whether it's a squat or the bent over row or the bench press. But I do add some heavy weight in here and there. And then I go back to my easier workouts with the lighter weights and so forth, and maybe apply strip sets or giant sets or stuff like that. So yeah, I hope this helps you out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get hold of me, just go to naturalglandbodybuilding.com, and thanks for tuning in. Mountain.